One day it'll make sense. Till that day I gotta pay rent. You know, baby, need some new shoes. Gotta keep some dollars on the statement. Serena with the surf. Who is you what you deserve? Yeah. Who is you what you deserve? Who is you what you deserve? Yeah. Look, I feel like I should just be honest. I'm escaping.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, we're going to talk about the free agency a little bit with the Detroit Lions. I know the Lions are getting prepared for a playoff game versus the Rams, but I kind of wanted to get this in right now because I wanted to talk about it. I feel like it's an important topic, and definitely, man, this is one that would definitely propel the Detroit Lions to be really, really nasty in 2024. If you want to get better, you're going to have to go out there and get the dogs. You're going to have to go out there and get the talent. And definitely, man, my eyes would be set. If I'm GM Brad Holmes, my eyes are set on getting Danielle Hunter. You got to find a way to get this dude on your team, man. Danielle Hunter is a big dog. He ain't one of them pound puppies, man. This dude is a big dog. His stats for 2023 goals, this dude had 77 tackles, 16 and a half sacks, 23 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, and 80 pressures on the quarterback. You telling me you can't go after this kid? Brad Holmes, the Detroit Lions will have some money to play around with this year. We're going to have to spend a little money to be able to go to the top. I feel like the Detroit Lions have all the positions that they need right now, especially when when you're talking about the skill positions. They have it. They got 2 running backs that are good. You got a tight end that's good. You got receivers. You don't need any more receivers. I feel like the Lions are set in that area. This is an area of need and an area of desperation to be able to get these Detroit Lions to be even better in 2024. The schedule is going to be even tough this season, and you got to go out there and get you a dog. Now, the thing about Danielle Hunter, which is a great thing, I think Danielle Hunter ended up signing a contract. He ended up reworking his contract where it pretty much allowed him not to be franchise tagged the following season. I think he had signed like a 1-year deal that allowed him to become a free agent. Everybody and their mama is going to be after this kid. The Chicago Bears are going to be after this kid. There's going to be other teams that's going to be after this kid. The Minnesota Vikings are probably going to try to do everything they can to keep him in the fold. But Brad Holmes, if you're listening to me today, man, we got to keep our eyes on Danielle Hunter. I think that he is the guy that would take this defense over the top. With him, when Hutchinson on one side and Hunter on the other side, this defense would be unstoppable. We will be stopping everything. Danielle Hunter is one of those guys that's good against the run, as well as he is good at getting to the quarterback. And we can tell by that because he had 16 and a half sacks this year. Danielle Hunter is the real deal, man. You have to target this kid in free agency. Now, he will be going on 30 next season, but still, he's in his prime. And yeah, you still can draft a defensive edge person in the draft. Now, his contract projection somewhere along the lines of a 3-year deal, 21.67 million per year, 40 million totally guaranteed. And I think Danielle Hunter is probably worth anywhere between 21 and 25, somewhere in there, because he's box office, man. Danielle Hunter is the real deal, and his production on the field is what's going to warrant every team in the NFL coming after him. I'm hoping, man, that the Detroit Lions can land Danielle Hunter, man. They need this guy. They need this guy. He's in his prime. He's in tip-top shape. Keeps himself in shape. And I'm sure he's gotten hurt a couple times. But at the same time, man, there is no other defensive pass rushing guy that's a free agent like Danielle Hunter. If you're the Detroit Lions, this is one of those ones that you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and you got to go after this kid. To have Double H out there balling, Hutchinson and Hunter, come on, man. I'm really hoping that Brad Holmes is really thinking about this one right here, because I know free agency starts before you get to the draft. And this is a guy that you may have to spend some money on, Brad Holmes. Everybody knows that Danielle Hunter is that dude. You got to get him in the fold, because the Lions are only a few pieces away from being a juggernaut. And what I mean by juggernaut, I'm talking about being consistent. So you don't want the Lions just to be good this year. You want the Lions to be good going forth. You don't want to regress after having a season like you had, tied the franchise record going 12-5. You want to be even better in 2024. And with them getting a guy like Danielle Hunter, you don't think that the Lions will be better? The Lions are going to be better. The Lions are going to be better with a guy like Danielle Hunter and Aiden Hutchinson. They're going to be a nightmare, man. And once the Lions get a defensive tackle in the middle that can be consistent and can be a playmaker, skies is going to be the limit. Now, this year's draft is not the best when it comes to the defensive end position. There's a few guys out there. You know, Jared Verse, Chop Robinson, Braylon Trice, the kid from UCLA. There's a lot of different guys out there that you can definitely draft and bring into the fold. But there's not a lot of defensive tackles out there that really stand out in this year's draft. I got to admit, this year is the draft for the wide receivers and the draft for the quarterbacks. It's one of those years again. But that doesn't mean that Brad Holmes doesn't do his homework and go out there and get the best possible talent for the Detroit Lions, because the Lions need to get a pass rush. And once the Lions get a pass rush, man, this team is going to be a nightmare. The Detroit Lions are onto something, and I'm hoping that this is the reason why Brad Holmes was saving the money to go after a guy and a kid like Danielle Hunter. I'm envisioning, and I'm trying to make you envision Danielle Hunter, Aiden Hutchinson. Danielle Hunter, Aiden Hutchinson. Man, it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy in Detroit. I want this kid to be in Detroit, man, because I know if the Bears get him, they're gonna be scary, man. If the Bears land Danielle Hunter alongside Montez Sweat, they're gonna be scary, man. I've been watching the Bears and seeing what they've been doing. They've been buying a lot of pieces to the team, and that's what you're supposed to do if you got the money. But the Detroit Lions it's a must that you have to go out the free agent Danielle Hunter. There's no ifs, ands, or but about it. Your eyes have to be set on Danielle Hunter. He can't be franchise tagged, which is a great thing. And definitely, man, at the end of the day, you want this big dog on your team. All right, guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about Danielle Hunter. I'm out of here. Peace.
One day it'll make sense. Till that day I gotta pay rent. You know, baby, need some new shoes. Gotta keep some dollars on the statement. Serena with the serve. Who is you what you deserve? Yeah. Who is you what you deserve? Who is you what you deserve? Yeah. Look, I feel like I should just be honest. I'm escaping traumas, trying to be the greatest, that's my promise. You know, I always stand on business, always been relentless. Know the trousers new and the shirt vintage. Living free of drama, still finding ways to make my own problems, chasing progress. A baddie sleeping in a bonnet, that's my favorite topic. Still searching for a goddess like the Black Madonna. It's like that, and I'm right back. For every message left on red and ones that I ain't right back. Was looking for some peace inside myself until I find that I'm in and out of situations, wavy as a kayak. But for the